Hey, I'm Curtis Stone, and I know that you love French fries just as much as me. Otherwise, you wouldn't have clicked on this to see how you make them. Now, I'm going to show you a version of French fries that are as good to you as they are to your taste buds. They're really healthy, very little oil, loads of seasoning. Look at this. I've got a couple of potatoes. I'm going to show you first how to cut them. So all you need to do is peel them yourself, because what we're going to do is we're going to bake these guys in the oven. So no deep fryer needed. All right, so I'm just going to trim it up. Right, so it's sort of looking a little bit nicer shape for me. And then I'm going to cut it into, let's say, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to make sure they're all the same size. Then I'm going to flip them over and cut those just in half. Next, you pop them into a big bowl of water, which I've acidulated just with a little bit of lemon. So the way to do that is you just take half a lemon and give it a squeeze. And that's as much as you need. You don't need too much. The acidity from that lemon is going to keep them a really nice white colour. It's going to stop them from going brown. Over here, I've got some kitchen paper. So I'm just going to take some of my potatoes out, shake off that excess water, and I'm going to dry them off. Now this is important because if you don't dry them off and you put them straight onto the hot tray with a little bit of oil, what's going to happen is the heat of the oil and the coldness of this water, the water and the oil are going to react with each other, and that's when you get a lot of spitting and crackling going on, which isn't what you want. So get them onto a single layer, all right, like that, push them down and maybe even fold it over so you can really dry them off. Just pick them up and pop them into your bowl. And then I'm going to start adding my flavour. So get your thyme leaves and just sort of break those up in half. I've got a couple of pieces of rosemary here. I'm just going to break those as well. A couple of cloves of garlic. So next we're going to take the paprika. So give the paprika a good sprinkle. And then of course plenty of sea salt. So give that. Then you toss that around. Once you get to this point, the next thing you need is a little bit of olive oil. So take your olive oil and just drizzle it over the top. Not too much, okay? Giving them a nice coating with the olive oil. There's two important things, and I've got a secret weapon, I'm going to be honest. My tray is already in the oven. The oven's at 500 degrees, so it's very, very hot. So you come over here, get it out. Woohoo, you can feel the heat coming right off it. Now the next thing that I have is a silicone mat. Nothing can stick to this, all right? Now, if you've got that, it makes life a lot easier. And you'll feel the heat, youch, come straight through the silicone mat. If you don't, you can still make it work. You're just going to have to be a little bit more careful and sort of scrape underneath. So the silicone mat is great if you're a little bit lazy like me. Okay, so pour those over. Now, make sure that none of the fries are touching each other, all right? That's kind of important. You want to space them out so that they go nice and crispy and don't go soggy. Get them back into the oven while the tray's still nice and hot, and they'll cook for about 25-30 minutes. So it's time to make something to dip them in. Now I love a garlic aioli. It's so, so nice. A bit of a difference from ketchup, but worth a try. Okay, what we're going to do is take a food processor. Get yourself a clove of garlic and just throw it in there and start it off. Next, we're going to add a couple of egg yolks. You want about a teaspoon and a half of the mustard. Then you're looking at like a tablespoon of the red wine vinegar. And then I'm just going to slowly add my grapeseed oil. Now, you could use a vegetable oil or any sort of neutral flavoured oil that you like. Okay, once it gets about to the consistency of mayonnaise, you're good. You might want to put just a drop of water or just a drop more of the vinegar right at the last moment. Let's see what we've got. Of course, a pinch of salt and a good crack of fresh black pepper. Mix that up. You're good. Wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to scrape all of our aioli out of the bowl. Okay, so chop up a little bit of parsley and then put that in. Give it a good mix through. Okay, French fry time. Grab a cloth. Oh, look at that. Now we can't call them French fries, can we? They have to be called oven-baked fries because that's what they are. So I'm going to pour them off my tray And see how the silicone mat, absolutely nothing sticks. So it makes your job really, really easy. Give it a shake. So what I'm going to do is just scoop them up, and you'll see some of those little thyme leaves have stuck to the fries, which is just perfect. Straight there onto my plate. And of course, a little bit of sea salt that goes straight over just before they're served. And get a good, generous dollop of that aioli. Pop it into your little side dish there. I'll tell you what, I am Curtis Stone, and these are one of my favourite things in the world. Oven baked fries dipped in aioli. Go on, enjoy.